They've already arrested most of the employees.
I get it. It's a character assassination. A crooked cop running an illegal casino. No surprise if he commits a murder, too.
The chief prosecutor is hitting us where it hurts.
Right.
Just wanted to give you a heads up. So, how's it looking, Yagami-kun? Do you think you can win?
I'll do the best I can. The good news is, I have a lot of help. Thanks for the call, Mafuyu.
Of course. See ya.
Morita's here in Kamurocho, blowing the lid off Ayabe's casino.
In that case, I'd better get going.
He's not gonna come here.
Well, better safe than sorry.
Huh. If they're raiding the casino, Kuroi was probably there too.
What do you want to do, Tak?
The chief prosecutor's made his move. Probably wouldn't hurt to stop by and say hello. We know all about him now.
You sure this is a good idea? He's not the kind of guy you mess around with.
Don't worry. We just want to check in.
Let's hit it. Take it easy.
I'm Ayabe's lawyer. Let me through.
Sorry, no lawyers allowed yet.
Well done, but let him pass. I'll vouch for him personally.
Chief Prosecutor?
Thanks.
Were you aware there was an underground casino hidden down here, Yagami-san?
Wow, I had no idea.
Our friend Ayabe was really something, wasn't he? Who would have thought he'd take bribes from an illicit underground casino? Not to mention selling confidential police intel to the criminal underbelly of this town. Shintane-sensei surely stumbled upon Ayabe's secret. And so Ayabe killed him to make sure the truth stayed hidden. Quickly, with a police-issued handgun.
I see. That's the story the prosecution is telling, huh?
We can speak further once we get inside.
I've learned a lot about you, Chief Prosecutor. About the tragedy in your family 10 years ago.
Then someone has betrayed me?
Someone you betrayed. Someone who trusted you for years. I have to say, it was strange seeing how you behaved in Shono's lab. A public prosecutor, the so-called defenders of justice, chose to protect 89 over the sanctity of the law. I think it's time you drop the act.
My mother, she was afflicted with early onset Alzheimer's. The disease progressed quickly. Not long after she started showing symptoms, she couldn't even recognize my face. Whenever I went to visit her, I was greeted with, "Nice to meet you," as if she didn't know who I was. Occasionally, she'd yell at me, accuse me of being a thief or a murderer. Watching my mother's mind deteriorate, well, it nearly broke me. And yet my brother continued caring for her. He was there when I couldn't be, all by himself. When we were young, he and I had both dreamt of becoming lawyers. He devoted himself to his studies, far better than I ever did. Practically worked himself to the bone. Yet, ultimately, he never managed to pass the bar. I can only imagine how he felt when I passed on my first attempt. And yet, he was happy for me, almost as if my success was his. He was truly a good man.
Please, go on.
When we learned that my mother had Alzheimer's, my brother was devastated by the news. He took it hard. I, on the other hand, was filled with internal conflict. I was torn between caring for my ailing mother and continuing my burgeoning career as a lawyer. But my brother could sense how I felt, and then he said to me, "Don't worry, leave Mom to me. Your success is all that matters. As long as you make it, my dream comes true too." And so, he continued caring for our mother for 7 long years, 24 hours a day, a woman who couldn't even recognize him as her own son. Whereas I ran further and further away. But somewhere, deep down in my heart, I knew it couldn't continue that way, that someday he would break.
And the regret you feel, that failure, is what led you to 89. When was it?
After Shintane Sensei's murder. Not long after, Vice Minister Ichinose summoned me personally to fill me in on the details.
He did? But why?
Ichinose-san predicted that the prosecutor's office would discover the dark truth about 89 before long. And upon looking into some family histories, he discovered what happened to my mother. When he realized the extent of it, he knew I would be sympathetic to their cause. His proposal was quite clear. 89 was a groundbreaking new drug, meant to save countless suffering patients and families. But if it was to see the light of day, I would have to look the other way for a while.
Prosecutor Morita, have you heard this saying before? Fire tempers iron, and temptation steals the just. If someone told you they knew how to make mankind immortal at the sacrifice of a few, you would have looked the other way no matter how many people had to die.
I do feel guilt. I can't deny that. That's the only reason I'm still here.
Shono has killed people to cover this up. Emi Terasawa died for it. What about her? Did she deserve that? Meanwhile, Shinpei Okubo was falsely convicted and sentenced to death. He wakes up every day not knowing if it's his last. What did he do to deserve that? Your guilt is nothing more than an act. Do you even realize what it is you're doing?
That's enough.
How do you think your brother would feel if he saw what you were doing now? Huh? Tell me, Morita!
Shut up! Just shut up!
If you want me to shut up, you're gonna have to kill me. Morita, Okubo-kun and Ayabe are depending on me. Emi Terasawa deserves justice too. And I'm not stopping until I get it!
Hey, Tak. Kuroi was here.
I believe that's enough, Morita-san. Long time no see. Seems you're already back in action. Guess I went too easy.
You little...
So, another 2 versus 1 fight? Is Yagami joining us?
What are you doing here?
I suggest you turn a blind eye to this. You're good at that, aren't you?
Kaito-san. Think you could stay out of this?
Like hell I will.
You already had your turn. Kuroiwa killed Matsukane-san. And well, it's about time I pay him back for what he did.
Touching words, Yagami-san. But now is the time for action. And don't worry. I won't arrest you for obstruction on this.
Don't talk to me about arrests. You're not even a cop. You're a goddamn assassin!
You thought I'd do Yes! I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Calm down. How would you even cover this up? There are limits to how much protection I can offer you. You have no reason to be here.
Kaito-san, let's go.
Get back! Everyone step away, now! Shut your trap, asshole! What station you from? Think you're tough shit, huh? What's going on in there?
What are they doing? Those guys are Matsugane family, aren't they?
Damn right. They're probably worried about you or something. Afraid the 89 boys would come try to erase you, you know?
What?
Hey, there he is. Come on, we're out of here.
Hoshino-kun.
Yagami-san, when I heard you were here with Morita and Kuroiwa,
I get it. You're the one who called Higashi over, aren't you?
That's right. If I hadn't, who knows what dirty tricks they would have used. I couldn't take that risk.
I appreciate that, Hoshino.
And I'm really sorry for what happened in Kito's office. I was out of line. You deserve trust, and I didn't give it. Yagami-san, I messed up. What I did was unacceptable. Threatening a witness is just... It's not how I want to go about winning this case, Yagami-san.
Got one thing to say, Hoshino.
What?
Iron burns temptation, while the just are often tested by fire.
Huh?
Wait! Get back here! What's going on?
What the hell was that? He's got a black raincoat.
Who are you? What the...
Tori wrote this, huh?
Yep. Said he tried to get it out just in time for today's trial.
Illegal human experiments discovered in Kamurocho. Dementia drug AD9, the focus. These pictures.
I took him when we broke into Shono's lab.
Nice work.
Guess it's almost time.
Are they gonna set Okubo free if you win this trial?
It's not guaranteed, but if not today, I'll make it happen eventually. Even if it costs me my life.
It's time. Give him hell in there.
I will. Matsugane-san deserves justice.
Yeesh. Don't think I'm ever gonna get used to seeing you in a suit.
That's all you have to say to me? This is kind of a big deal, remember?
Good luck today, Yagami-san. I'll be taking notes.
I don't know. This trial might not be the most textbook case.
That's exactly why it'll be an educational experience.
Defendant, please state your name and date of birth for the record.
Kazuya Ayabe. Born on July 2nd, 1983.
And where are you currently residing?
This is the first trial for the murder of Masamichi Shintani. The defendant, a crooked cop by the name of Kazuya Ayabe. The bullet found in Shintani's body bore the rifling marks from Ayabe's gun. That's the most significant piece of evidence they have against him. But that was all a cover-up perpetrated by the mole, Kuroiwa. Ayabe is innocent. In other words, this trial is little more than a farce. At least, until this very moment.
The prosecution moves to call a witness to the stand. Someone who can deny this case's link to the ADDC. The Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health, Kaoru Ichinose.
The ADDC bears most of the responsibilities carried out by the Medical Institute. Most notably, the development of AD9, which was announced to the world last year. Director Kido has done a fine job overseeing its evolution into a matter of national import.
Can you tell the court what exactly 89 is?
It's a revolutionary drug meant to be a complete cure for Alzheimer's disease. Given how pressing the drastic increase in dementia patients is, we've placed great faith and hope into AD9.
Thank you. I have no further questions. Members of the jury, despite the defense's claims that the ADDC is somehow related to this case, the prosecution holds that it is an absurdity to link such a reputable institution to the horrible murder that took place not long ago. That is all.
You may begin the cross-examination, counsel.
You're the Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health, correct? Pretty high rank.
That is what the title implies, yes.
You must have really stood out to attain that position. Maybe you did something extra special that got you noticed?
I'm not sure how this is relevant to the case at hand.
Oh, come now. Why not indulge him?
What?
Think back to 2002, the year the Medical Institute was founded. I hear you spearheaded that whole operation. As a result, many new organizations came into being, the ADDC included. Naturally, many Ministry of Health officials welcomed this move because... you made numerous new positions for senior executives to retire into. Thanks to you, they'd have a stable income well into old age.
Is this really the place to be discussing such accusations?
This center, that lab, who cares what hospital? Consultancy positions sprung up for those facilities left and right. And who better to fill them than former Ministry of Health execs? They'd never have to worry about finding employment again. It was a crafty move, Ichinose-san. One I'm sure the ministry leadership loved you for. I could see why you ended up vice minister. However, the good times didn't last forever. In the months and years after its founding, people slowly caught on to the Medical Institute's total lack of output. And with the country in a recession, they started zeroing in on the Institute's funding. The vast amounts of money being poured into supporting it seemed like nothing more than a waste. Before long, closing the Institute outright didn't seem out of the question. Plans were even set in motion to redevelop the land once it was gone. Rumor had it that Minister Kazumi had actually approved those plans internally.
Are all your arguments going to be based on hearsay?
Speaking of hearsay, Kamurocho's been buzzing with talk of this murderer who gouges people's eyes out. That killer is an assassin I've termed the Mole. But the truth of it is, those murders are the result of human experiments for 89, carried out in a secret lab in the heart of the city.
This is all purely gossip.
Members of the jury, 89's development is about to enter the clinical trial phase. However, ADDC researchers have already carried out clinical trials behind closed doors. Several people have died as a result.
What?
Of course, they tried to keep that a secret, but it eventually found its way out. And I have the evidence to prove it. Consider the research paper on 89, the dream drug said to be a cure for dementia. Dr. Kido of the ADDC presented these findings to the world. As for how that connects to Shintani-sensei's knowledge of the experiments, well,
Yagami-san, come on.
Apologies. If you'll allow me to start again. ADDC researchers were carrying out clinical trials behind closed doors in order to speed up the development of 89. Of course, they tried to keep that a secret, but it eventually found its way out. And I have the evidence to prove it. Take a look at this. The victim in this case, Shintani-sensei, was inching ever closer to the truth. That's why he called the ADDC. Isn't that right, Ichinose-san?
Please elaborate to the jury what exactly you mean by that.
Not long before his death, Shintani-sensei was told a secret by Captain Hamura of the Matsugane family. A secret that led him right to the ADDC. This secret was that the data published in the 89 research had been falsified.
What?
Wait, did I...
That's quite a bold assertion. Do you have any evidence that can prove it, though?
Yagami-san, come on.
Apology. ADDC research, of course, and I have the evidence. Take a look at this. The victim in this, that's why he called...
Please elaborate.
Not long before his death. This secret was that someone from the ADDC was connected to the serial murders taking place in Kamurocho. And so, Shintani-sensei called the center and asked specifically for a researcher named Shono. The man spearheading the 89 human experiments.
Enough of this nonsense! Human experimentation. Don't be ridiculous. What kind of trial is being run here? How can he say whatever he wants without a single piece of evidence? Why doesn't the prosecution stop him?
Sorry. I was enjoying hearing what he had to say.
Have you lost your mind?
Ichinose-san, I'm not finished with my line of questioning.
Excuse me?
Actually, it's more of a confirmation than a question. Do you know who Shinpei Okubo is?
Yes. He's the murderer you set free 3 years ago.
I set him free, yes. But he's not a murderer. The one who actually killed Wakusan and Emi Terasawa was the same Shono I mentioned earlier.
This garbage again?
Don't act like you don't already know all of this. You're just not coming clean. Even though Okubo-kun's sitting on death row, waiting for the day they decide it's his turn.
Enough! I was only asked here to explain to the jury about AD9 and the ADDC. How dare you treat me like this?
You and Shono hired the mole to murder for you! That was the only way you'd have patience for your underground human experiments. And all to protect the interests of 89.
You can't make these claims without proof. Show me your evidence.
If you say so.
What?
Just the other day, someone reached out to me over in Kamurocho. They wanted to entrust me with a crucial piece of information.
Hmm?
Who are you? What the...
Captain Hamura? The hell are you doing here?
Sorry sight, wasn't it?
Huh?
Matsugane's funeral. They had to go and use HQ's gigantic hall. Made it look like barely anyone even bothered to show up. Wish I could have gone and lit some incense. But if I did, Kuroiwa would have taken me out.
Yeah? Then what are you doing here?
Tak, you found Shono's lab, right? Good job. Those bastards never wanted to tell me where it was. Didn't think you could do it.
Maybe. But Ichinose covering the whole damn thing up.
Out of options, huh? I thought giving up wasn't your style. Here's the deal. I got something for you.
What?
Gotta settle accounts.
What accounts?
Never mind. But holding on to this does nothing for me. So, I want to help you out here. Just this once. For the boss, give him justice. If there was any justice, I'd have gotten shot. But the boss paid the price instead. Fucked up, yeah? None of this was his fault. I already lost my chance. You, on the other hand, still may have one.
Hamura.
This is it. You're the boss's only shot now. Put an end to this. Once and for all. I think you'll like what you find on here. This is decisive evidence. It'll nail Ichinose.
Your Honor, I offer the data I received into evidence. Take a listen to this.
Did you tell someone about Shono? That lawyer, Shintani. Word has it, he just called the ADDC.
Well, yeah, I might have said something, but it's fine. Shintani will keep quiet if I tell him to.
How can you be so naive? This is unacceptable. You must deal with this Hamura-san immediately. Do what needs to be done. Have Kuroiwa-san handle the dirty details.
It'll cost you another 100 mil.
This mistake was yours, and yours alone. Don't anger me further.
This Kuroiwa-san is a Kamuro PD detective. But when he's not out on his beat, he works as the mole, an assassin for hire. In this call, you used Hamura to order Kuroiwa to murder Shintani-sensei. You should have known better, Ichinose-san. I imagine you must have been pretty panicked to use such an insecure method.
Audio means nothing. Forging it is a simple task. You're framing me.
So, you think that's not enough?
That's right.
Then what if I had a material witness who could attest to its validity?
I'd say, bring them.
Perfect. Just a minute. Not who you expected? Witness. Who is speaking in this recording?
I'm one of them. The other is Vice Minister Ichinose here. Without a doubt.
Yes.
Order in the court.
Izumida, where is the chief prosecutor? Is he aware of this farce?
About that, sir. The chief prosecutor won't be joining us in court today. Or ever again.
What?
It turns out he's been abetting crimes for some time now. And so, we're charging him with abuse of power.
Kito's up next, right after my testimony.
What?
The doctor sides with whoever he thinks will win. And look at that. Guess he thinks you're on the losing side.
Listen here. You pushed countless people down on your way to the top. Now it's your turn to fall, Ichinose. Kaito-san!
Already going!
What the hell was that about? Where's he going? Hoshino-kun, it's all on you now.
What?
You've always wanted to handle a case on your own, right?
Huh?
Sorry to spring this on you, but good luck.
Please, don't go!
I know you can do it, Hoshino-kun. It's time you graduate from the sidekick role, you know?
But...
Are you ready to proceed?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Kaito-san!
Caught this asshole handing out orders over the phone.
Orders? What did he say?
He told his boys to eliminate the mole.
They'd eliminate him? Wait. They're gonna kill Kuroiwa.
Guess in the end, he's just a tool for them to, you know, dispose of. But we're done for if we let that happen.
Yeah.
He's gotta be over in Kamurocho. Come on. Sugiura's pulling the car around now.
Damn it. Yagami, I'm almost back in the city. Any idea where Kuroiwa is?
Not yet. We're having trouble getting in touch with him. Oh, and I'm not sure if this is related, but there's been a shooting in Theater Square.
What?
I wonder if Croy was involved somehow.
It's Yagami.
Stop! Come on! He's over here!
These guys don't seem like regular thugs.
Guess these are ministry boys, huh?
If they get in your way, don't hesitate to make them pay for it. Now don't stop till you get to Theater Square!
I've been waiting for this.
You deaf? He said stop!
Damn it! These guys need to stop coming on us! I meant at us!
Dude, that's gross.
Anarchy.
Come on! That ain't what I meant!
Keep your head in the game, Kaito-san. Now let's go!
How much you want to bet this is Kuroi was doing?
Yeah, he did this. Killed them before they could kill him.
And where'd the bastard run off to?
Hey.
Sir, you can't just... Let's all just play nice, okay?
Tell me, where did Kuroiwa go?
That bastard. He's on his way to the ADDC.
What?
Probably gonna kill Shono. Revenge for getting targeted. He's gonna destroy 89 and ruin every last person who supported it.
So all the assholes are gonna take each other out, huh? Not bad.
No. If Shono dies, it's done. The whole case will end up going cold. And then we'll never be able to clear Okubo's name.
Huh?
So let's go. Hey, Mafuyu, can you send some officers to the ADDC? Shono's in danger. Get him somewhere safe.
Man, this shit's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. And keep an eye out for Kuroiwa. He's getting desperate.
That asshole already here?
What's going on? Where's Kuroiwa?
Please, stop!
It's okay, I'm a lawyer. Is Dr. Shono out of danger?
We're not really sure of the situation ourselves.
Didn't somebody tell you what's going on here?
We've got orders coming in from all sides. I don't even know who is in charge here!
Kuroiwa!
You're Yagami, aren't you?
Out of my way.
Not so fast. We need to check your possessions. Lift your arms up, now!
And why's that, officer?
To protect Dr. Shono from thugs like you. Now do it!
Kuroiwa's the one going for Shono! You can't let him get away with this!
Why won't you listen to us? Kuroiwa's the one you want! He's got a gun!
We're done here!
Kaito-san, Kuroiwa's heading for the research wake. We can't let him reach Shono's lab. Now let's go!
All right. If you say so!
Corner him!
Looks like we're all getting arrested today, huh?
Yagami-san, I'll see you in court!
Kuroiwa!
Come on, Tak. We'll deal with him later.
All right. Looks like there's only one way out of this, guys. Let's go! Damn it.
Leave this to us. You go. Just get a move on already. Sugiura 2.
Talk! Give that son of a bitch what for!
So you want to fight, huh? I don't have time for this bullshit! What a waste.